Hi, I'm Lights Camera Jackson. Welcome to LCJ Live. It's Sunday, December the 4th, 2022. Happy December. Happy 3 weeks till Christmas. Wow. I've got Santa here with me for a couple reasons. We are 3 weeks away, but also Violent Night with David Harbour as Santa did all right this weekend at the box office. We will get into that and more. If you're watching us here now, live on YouTube Live, thank you. And you can send in your questions and your comments. I'll let you know some of my thoughts on some of the movies from this week, coming out this coming week, and the box office results, and much more. Your number one movie, once again, is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, another $17.6 million. It's at $393.7. At this point, I think it's going to be number one again next weekend, because there is the wide release expansion of spoiler alert, but no new wide releases next weekend. Nobody wanted to open a movie the week before Avatar, which I think is terrible, that studios were afraid to open something. But maybe, depending on the week 2 hold of Violent Night, maybe that's number one next weekend. It made $13.3 million this weekend, which is better than I think a lot of people expected, maybe even Universal. Maybe they hoped it'd get to 10 million. I thought after the Thursday night results of 1.1, maybe it'd get to 12. 13.3 is pretty good for a movie that is R-rated movie about Santa, big action thriller movie. I have not seen it yet, but maybe I'll be in the mood for it. It seems similar to Fat Man with Mel Gibson and Walton Goggins, which I liked a lot from 2 years ago. But we'll see. Maybe I'll check it out soon. And maybe people will go to it over the next few weeks leading up to Christmas. Maybe it'll have some steady results. Universal may not have expected this, but here we are, Violent Night. So we'll see if it makes about 7 or 8 million next weekend. Black Panther may make 10, so it could still win, but that could actually be a decent battle next weekend as we wait for Avatar to come in and see how much money it makes, and we wait for Puss in Boots and the Whitney Houston movie and Babylon and a couple of others to come into play around Christmas time. Your number 3 movie is Strange World, the Disney film, which added 4.9 million this weekend. It's up to 25.5, significantly less than what Disney hoped, significantly less than what Encanto did just a year ago for Disney. Encanto had a 5-day open of $40 million. We're at 25.5 after 12 days. That's too bad. But Bob Iger's going to come in now and change everything and make everything wonderful again at Disney. The Menu, 3.6 million. It's at 24.7. The Menu has almost made as much money as Strange World. Interesting for Disney and Searchlight. It's having some steady holds over these past few weeks. Devotion, 2.8 million. It's at 13.8 million total for Sony. Let's see. We have I Heard the Bells, film from Fathom Events, made 1.8 million this weekend. About 2.5 million-ish for its extended weekend. 2.6 million total. By the way, I have my friend Luigi here because the new trailer came out. Did you watch it for the Super Mario Brothers movie the other day? Looks great. Mario Kart involved. I like the look of the characters. Let me tell you a true fun fact. When I was young, I used to play this Mario baseball game. I forget if it was the Wii or one of the PlayStations or something. And I always thought, gosh, the look of these characters would be so good as an animated film or a series in this CG sort of way. And now, after all these years, we finally get the Super Mario Brothers animated movie from Illumination and Nintendo. And it's coming out in April. And I think it looks fun. And that'll be a huge hit for families. Just like Puss in Boots. I had a young kid ask me yesterday how the new Puss in Boots movie is. It's good. It's fun. It opens on the 21st, and hopefully families will go. Black Adam added 1.7 million. It's at 165.2. I heard The Rock saying the other day, I think it's going to pass F9. It's going to pass Hobbs and Shaw. Needs another 8 million, 8.5, 9 million to do that. That is not going to happen at this point. But still the second biggest movie of the year for Warner Brothers. 1.3 million for Steven Spielberg's The Fabelmans. It's up to 5.6. 1.2 million for Bones and All. It's at 6 million. And rounding out your top 10 this weekend as of now is Ticket to Paradise with another $850,000. It's at 66.5 million bucks for Universal. And it's going to be on Peacock this Friday, I believe, December the 9th. A film called Quintessential Quintuplets made about $500,000. Spoiler alert, opened in 6 theaters, made $85,000. That's a $14,000 per screen average. And Top Gun Maverick came back to theaters this weekend, $700,000. It's at about $717.5 million. It'll be in theaters one more week before Avatar comes in and takes over all the screens. Crazy Wonder. Any reason The Fabelmans wasn't in a wider release? I want to check the theater count. Yeah, they opened it in just New York and LA, which is where I saw it, New York City, on Sunday the 13th on its opening weekend. And then it stayed there for another weekend. And then Universal expanded it to about 600 theaters on Thanksgiving. Only one theater in my area, Albany, New York, upstate New York, has it. That's the Spectrum 8 theaters. And I think that might still be the case. It's still only in 638 theaters. I think there are some Steven Spielberg fans who do want to see this, who cannot see it yet because it's not playing near them. So it will be interesting if Universal maybe expands it this coming weekend, gives it a chance to make a little more money, but it's making peanuts. It's only up to $5.6 million. Maybe when some of the awards nominations start coming in, the Oscar nominations are not till towards the end of January, but we will be getting the Golden Globe nominations a week from tomorrow. The Critics' Choice Awards nominations are a week from Wednesday. I submit my ballot this week for the Critics' Choice Awards nominations. We have till late Friday to do that. I still have a few big movies to see, including Babylon and some others. I don't know how big the expansion will be and if it will really matter and if it will have an impact on the box office. And if Universal waits till Christmas to do it, it all doesn't add up to me. So we'll see if there is a big expansion for The Fabelmans. Coming to theaters this week, I mentioned, spoiler alert, goes nationwide, Focus Features. It'll make $1 million or $2 million. I don't see it making more than that. You do have, in limited release, The Whale. Brendan Fraser. Big movie for A24 this awards season. I saw The Whale more than a month ago now at Film Columbia. Brendan Fraser gives a good performance. It's an honest, sincere, wholesome performance. Excuse me. As the lead character, they don't give away a lot in the trailer of what the plot of the movie is or what it's really about, so I won't, if you want to go in not knowing much. What I will say is, I don't like any of the supporting characters. Now, there are some supporting characters you're not supposed to like, but I don't like the performances or the characters or their involvement or their interactions. Any of the supporting characters. None. None in The Whale. I was laser focused on Brendan Fraser while watching the movie. And you do appreciate his performance. I also believe there are problems with the direction from Darren Aronofsky. He makes a number of decisions that I just don't agree with, don't sit well with me, did not work for the cinematic experience of seeing The Whale. This could have a big limited release open because there are a lot of people, especially New York and LA, a lot of award season people who love to go to the movies in those two cities, love to see the awards films, the best actor buzz he has. This could have a large opening weekend of maybe, I don't know, 700,000, 800,000, $1 million. Depends on how many theaters exactly it's going to be in. Depends on how the other films do down the top 10 next weekend. Could it sneak into the top 10 in just a handful of theaters, depending on how the audience attendance is? Maybe. And maybe in the olden days it would have done something like that. But the other question is, and the other factor you have to bring in is, some of these older movies meaning movies for older audiences, this award season for adults, Tar, The Banshees of Inisherin, The Fabelmans, even Till a little bit, though that expanded nationwide right out of the gate and pretty quickly. A lot of these films have not done well. These kind of awards bait, early awards buzz, adult dramas have not done exceptionally well this award season. Even with their limited release starts, they have not done the numbers of films in the past, or even films in the past year or two. In the past year. So, The Whale may do well. It may change the pattern that we've been seeing. It may not. Brendan Fraser's buzz for Best Actor has already gone up and down this award season. Not getting the nomination for the Independent Spirit Awards did not help. And we'll see. I mean, we just got the screeners 2 days ago. I had already seen The Whale, but Critics' Choice Association members just got the disc of The Whale 2 days ago. If you hadn't seen it at a film festival, if you hadn't seen it in a theater, at a New York or LA or different city screening, you just got the movie 2 days ago. So there are some critics I know who are watching it this weekend. Are they going to put Brendan Fraser on their ballot? I don't know. We get 3 choices for every category except for Best Picture, where we get 5. Is Brendan Fraser going to be one of the 3 choices on a lot of people's ballots for Critics' Choice to get nominated to be one of the 6 Best Actor nominees? I think he will be, but is he going to win? It's not as much of a lock as it was even a couple weeks ago, because the momentum always changes. But A24 is counting on The Whale to be a hit, and we'll see how it does. Sony is re-releasing Father Stu, the Mark Wahlberg movie, in a new sort of way. Father Stu Reborn is going to be a PG-13 version. I don't see it making more than a little bit of money this weekend. And the interesting thing is, you think, and I thought when they announced this, they're putting Mark Wahlberg up for Best Actor. Of course they are. They want to push him. But we at Critics' Choice have not gotten a digital link to Father Stu or a DVD or a new link to this new version. So they do have it, I think a helicopter is going over the LCJ Live set right now. Even though Sony does have Father Stu on their for your consideration site and will put Mark Wahlberg up for Best Actor, I don't know. Is it too little too late to try to get Mark Wahlberg a nomination for a movie that came out in April that you're re-editing and re-releasing this weekend? It might be. Very interesting decisions on that. Speaking of Best Actor contenders, Will Smith's new movie Emancipation is in select theaters right now. It's going to be on Apple TV Plus this Friday, December the 9th. Also, on a streaming service this Friday, is the new Night at the Museum animated movie, Kumunra Rises Again. I don't think they're going to put it up for animated feature, but it is available. And Night at the Museum fans of that franchise are certainly curious to see how that is. Empire of Light, Best Actress contender Olivia Colman from Searchlight, opens in select theaters this Friday, December the 9th. I thought it was going to be a nationwide start, but it will not be coming to my area until the 16th and probably to more locations until Christmas time. So Searchlight with a steady open for Empire of Light starting this weekend. And there are a couple movies on Netflix. One you can watch now is the Robert Downey Sr. and Jr. documentary Senior. And Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio comes to Netflix finally this Friday, December the 9th. I review both with Mike Sargent on our new Too Fast, Two Films podcast episode. We just recorded it about an hour and a half ago. It'll be up soon at toofast2films.com. Good conversation about both movies. Now, next Sunday, when we're back here at 12 p.m. Eastern, we'll take a look at what's number 1 and what's number 2. Black Panther versus Violent Night, Week 2. Will The Whale or Empire of Light, which could, I think Empire of Light's in 36 theaters. I could be wrong. That could be a little high. Maybe Empire of Light actually gets into the top 10. Again, another adult award season drama. Will it make it in the top 10? We will talk about that. And we'll preview what could be nominated for the Golden Globe Awards and the Critics' Choice Awards. It's a big week and a half, 2 weeks coming up for awards voters and award season fans. I have some more films to screen and some voting to do. And I'll bring it all to you next Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern. Thank you to everyone who's come out to all the events so far, and there are more, one more today for My Very Rocky Christmas. If you want to get this for your family this holiday season, you got to do it soon to make sure you have it. It is available on Amazon. My Very Rocky Christmas, my first book based on true events from my childhood, and I hope you and your family enjoy it this holiday season. If you get it, a portion of the proceeds go to the Nature Conservancy's Plant a Billion Trees campaign. You can get it at shoptbmbooks.com or on Amazon. Thank you for watching today's episode of LCJ Live. For more, go to Twitter at LCJ Reviews, Instagram at LightsCamJackson, lights-camera-jackson.com, and I'll be doing one more 99.5 The River segment with host Randy McCartan this week. He is retiring from the radio station after 40 years. Congratulations, Randy. We're going to do one more segment together on Thursday. We record them on Thursday. They air on Friday. Congratulations. What a career. 40 years and 26 years at 99.5 The River. Amazing. Thanks for watching LCJ Live, everybody. I'll see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.